5 o'clock in the morning and I haven't been able to sleep. I've been thinking a lot about making a YouTube video. Just been thinking about YouTube in general, actually. And about the community I used to have here and the consistency and just the information I used to spread, I guess. But I was tossing and turning for a few hours now and I just couldn't let it go. So I took that as an opportunity to make another video. The reason why I didn't follow up, let me scoot back, I guess. My tripod situation is insane. I have a wallet, hand sanitizer, and some objects. I'll take a video or a picture. Some objects holding the camera up. But the reason why I didn't make follow-up video to the other one was because I just didn't know what to talk about. I feel like such a different person, but at the core the same person. But my life is so different. And I kind of just woke up feeling like the sensation of I feel like I'm living a lie, and I wanted to share that. It is I don't know, it's a bold statement to say, but I keep getting these little moments and little wake-up calls that I'm living this lie from the truth that I know. I was in the grocery store yesterday and I felt like I was in a simulation. And I felt like everyone around me, like, I don't normally feel this way because I'm so in the role of being a mother and providing, but I was alone in the grocery store, which is a really rare experience for me. And I just felt like no one could actually see, and everyone was just on these trains of splurging and spending money. I was in Safeway, I never go there. And the cost of everything, I haven't gone in years to that store or like grocery shopped there. And the cost of everything was so mind-blowing to me. And people had bags and bags of food in their carts. And I just couldn't even fathom why people are spending that much at such an expensive store when there's so many other better options for produce and whatever. That's besides the point. But that store is so expensive, and the mindlessness of people just buying items out of the sheer convenience of it being a store close by versus, like trying to find something that could save them money to be able to work less, to not have to stress about money so much. I don't know, maybe it seems like petty and judgmental, but I was just mind blown at the prices and the cost of living and how anyone is affording to live life normally, especially where I live. It's just so expensive, and it's like I feel like we're in this rat race and everyone's okay with it. That's the sensation that I kept getting in the store. Why are you guys all okay with these prices and just mindlessly, like, I don't know, purchasing these things that don't need to be this expensive? But I also am in that rat race, so it's a really hard, it's a really difficult thing to navigate. It's being aware of the predicament that you're in, but knowing you have to be in it almost, or that you're choosing to be in it because it's the easier thing to do. I think that most of us want to live in a lie because it's kind of like ignorance is bliss in a way, but it's obviously not very blissful. It's just like when you have those moments of what the am I doing? It's weird. I've used my absence and my mindlessness as a way to just survive, and I think that's what a lot of us do, but sometimes I think the difference between you and me and others is that we have the self-awareness to realize that this isn't sustainable and other people are so in it that, like just gambling and sex and money and high-powered jobs and getting more and more and more, they don't have a moment of realizing that happiness isn't there, because if they did, I don't think people would go as far as they do to achieve. But maybe they would, because it's just a part of the cycle that we're all in. Here I am rambling about nothing. Well, my babies are asleep and my husband is working his grave like a rat in the race because we have to, or we're choosing to. I've steered away from making content like this for so long for a lot of reasons, and I find it to be so interesting that when I do go back to those sensations of what am I doing? Why are we doing this? It's it's almost all encompassing for me, and maybe that's just my personality, is that I'm an all or nothing person. And so I've shoved it to the corner because it's what am I going to do differently if I'm not satisfied with the way we're living, What am I going to do differently if I don't want to achieve to buy a house in the city that I live in that at minimum is over $500,000, and I have to spend the next 30 years of my life being in debt to that house, but I want to provide for my family and my children. It's I don't know what we're supposed to do, really. And I guess sometimes that's okay. And it has been okay the last few years of not knowing what to do or doing anything. But I have a sense that can't last forever. At least for me, there's going to be a certain turning point, and every single day I feel like I subconsciously wake up and go, is today the day? Am I going to do something dramatic? And then I don't, and I keep on going, and I let the mundaneness of each day slide by, almost as if it's my own spiritual journey is to just learn how to be in it and okay with it, because for so long I wasn't, and I was fighting so hard against it with everything that I did, everything I used to do was so, it wasn't that obscure, but it for the most part was pretty obscure, trying to not have a job and live in my car and travel the world and avoid the illusion of life was kind of my path for so long, and now I'm drinking it up like it's golden milk. It's its own thing. And I guess we have to be okay with where we're at and decide at a certain point what we want to do with that. My camera's gonna die. That was my rant. I don't really know what else to do for my YouTube channels other than to express random thoughts, because that's what I always used to do. Oops. I should probably set up a tripod and fix my old tripod, but yeah, that was my now 5:30 rant. I'm not sure what any of it means, but I just wanted to check in and show you Cosmo Bliss, which I don't know if that's really me anymore. Still here, mother of 2, wife, now 28. My birthday was 2 days ago. 28 years old. Just trying to figure it out. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what kind of videos you want me to do. I'm really thinking about starting an ASMR channel. Let me know if you'd like that. See ya.